Do you know that a large number of marriages collapse because of increased use of substances? When a partner is overusing a substance, obviously it creates an emotional overload on your relationship. When you go to a party or you go outdoors anywhere, you go to a concert, the concept is that, when you have alcohol or when you're having any other consuming any other substances or drugs, thereby you're going to have more fun. Another reason why increased substance abuse is there in a relationship is that when there is, emotional unavailability of your partner. Today we're going to talk about a pertinent and a very disturbing topic, which is substance abuse and the growing substance abuse and its impact on our relationships. So do you know that a large number of marriages collapse because of increased use of substances? Now, substance abuse, under that we have alcohol, tobacco, other substances which are drugs such as, cocaine, MDMA, so on, and prescriptive medication. A lot of people are not aware, but overuse of painkillers, a lot of other medicines which are available on the counter, sleeping pills, sedatives, can create substance abuse as well. Why is it that we're seeing that substance abuse is on the rise? One, of course, we know that there is a fast-paced life. There's a lot of demand on your lifestyle. There's difficult jobs. So there could be health conditions. There could be financial strains which create a personal overload, personal stress, whereby a person starts finding solace in a substance. They're using it as a coping mechanism. Of course, it is a negative coping mechanism. Having said that, there are other reasons why there is an increase. Is today the social pressure, the peer pressure, the concept of how to have fun, the concept of what is recreation. So it's when you go to a party or you go outdoors anywhere, you go to a concert, the concept is that when you have alcohol or when you're having any other consuming any other substances or drugs, thereby you're going to have more fun. And the sad part is that this has started to become a normalcy in our society today. So there's a normalization of this kind of a concept which was not there years ago. And also, having said that, the media. So the media also starts to enhance, showing that the way people are having fun. It is associated with the fact that letting loose is associated with the fact having a drink or kind of a lot of people look cool when they're smoking. So all this is added to the fact that there is very much increased substance abuse today in the society. Also, another reason why increased substance abuse is there in a relationship is that when there is emotional unavailability of your partner, you feel lonely. Loneliness is one of the biggest killers today. And what does one do? People start running to get some solace. It's a method of escapism, right? Or there is a neglect coming from your partner. Then of course there are cases where there is infidelity or people are sitting at the brink of a divorce or a separation. It's hard to cope, so they run to substances. And also there are other issues where there could be incompatibility between two partners. There's a lot of fights, there's a lot of quarrels, day-to-day struggles are very high. What do we see people doing at the end of the day? Getting hold of a couple of drinks, that becomes extra, and sometimes it then goes on to the day, and so on and so forth. Then of course, we understand that when nowadays there is a lot of difficulty in adjusting, I keep seeing very often in the clinic difficulty in adjusting with the extended family, in-laws, sometimes overcritical in-laws, sometimes overcritical partners. All this creates a personal strain, and as I was saying, the availability and accessibility to substances is so easy today. So thereby a person starts to indulge more and more and more in it, It creates a big financial strain as well, where if we are indulging and we are spending a lot of money, which we could use on positive coping mechanisms like reading something more, educating ourselves, setting up new goals, doing something interesting, a positive class, like whatever you have an interest in, whether it's singing, it's dancing, playing an instrument, learning a game, going and playing a game outdoors. All these, meditation, all these are positive coping mechanisms. This is what one needs to do to convert the negative coping mechanism, which is alcohol, smoking, drugs, medication, and we are hiding ourselves behind them. We are hiding our emotions behind them. So what are we really doing? We're masking what we are going through. We're actually just suppressing what we are going through. Effectively, it is going to create a big overload, not only on your own personal health, but also on the relationship. What starts happening when a partner is abusing a substance? So let's say if there's a scenario where you're dating and you don't really know that your partner is overusing substances, because you may not meet them that often. But yes, you see some red flags like differences in changes in the behavior patterns, mood swings, withdrawal symptoms, asking for something, increased anxiety. Every time you go out, they ask for a substance to feel relaxed. That is one condition. Then there's a scenario B where you're in a marriage, and of course then you would know that your partner is abusing a substance because you see the partner. Sometimes even then we see that prescriptive medication, specifically like painkillers, one doesn't get to know if your partner is overusing them, and it's only over a period of time you understand that. So one has to be very aware of the red flags of what is going on if your partner is indulging in a substance overly. So when a partner is overusing a substance, obviously it creates an emotional overload on your relationship. It creates a lot of distraction on your couple goals. It creates a lot of distraction on the personal goals. There's incompatibility. We see rising fights, quarrels. To the extent there is domestic violence also, and unfortunately so, and it could lead to separation, divorces. We see a lot of rise, and by the way, 3% of the marriages are known to, the divorces are filed because of increased alcohol consumption by one partner. Then there could be, of course, an impact. There is 100% an impact on your libido, your sexual functioning, that gets impacted. Your day-to-day functioning gets impacted. Your interpersonal relations get impacted. How you deal with your people at home, your children, the people around you, your in-laws, your own parents. Yeah, there is the gap, the incompatibility, all of this starts creating an overload and an overburden on the partner who is there, who effectively may not be able to handle such a big strain. So what does the partner do? Of course, be supportive, understand that substance abuse is no less than a disease. Please seek some help, go to a medical health professional. Sometimes medication, psychiatric medication is required if the case is moderate to severe. Drug rehabilitation is required. There are enough de-addiction centers now where people can get admitted, and sadly so it's becoming more and more common. Of course, support, communication from your partner, and understanding the situation, educating yourself about what has happened, why has my partner gone down this path, how can I be more supportive versus being critical and versus badgering your partner down. So if with the correct support of the partner, of the family, trust me, and the medical assistance available today, whether it's the psychologist, psychiatrist, or a drug rehab center, you can easily get over this.